Welcome to Muse and Move. My name is Trevor Joren, and this class is designed to help you stretch your body and your mind. Now, my promise to you is that I will work to bring you an empowering experience, an inspiring interaction, and an engaging education, as long as you show up and give it 100%. In this class, we'll muse and move our minds and our bodies over ideas that are meant to help you reach a deeper understanding and a better version of yourself. So with that being said, let's get started. So to begin the course, let's move into mountain pose. The focus of this move is to find stillness inside of your body and to get in touch with your breath. Today's class is focused on the question, where do I see beauty today? Now, Confucius reminds us that everything has beauty, but not everybody sees it. Now reach up and down into prayer. Now let's move down into flat back and exhale all the way down. Lower your knees into table. And now let's work out the back and the spine through cat and cow. It's quite difficult to define beauty as it lays in the eyes of the beholder. Depending on the experiences that we have had in our lives, everything differs. For example, a person who falls in love by the ocean is going to have a completely different view of the waves than someone who has been stung by a jellyfish. Push your weight back into downward dog. Drop your elbows to the ground and come into dolphin pose. Elizabeth Cady Stanton, a social activist, says nature never repeats herself. The possibilities of one human soul will never be found in another. Now transition into upward dog. Now, a person who has good thoughts can never be ugly. Let's come into plank and raise your right arm. So you're doing a left arm plank. You can have a wonky nose and a crooked mouth and a double chin and stick out teeth. Bring your arm back down and drop into a chaturanga, low level plank. Push yourself back up. Raise your left arm into a right arm plank. But if you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams and you will always look lovely. Lower your left hand into a regular plank. Reminds us Roald Dahl, the British novelist. Now move yourself into upward dog. Push back into downward dog. Now from downward dog, raise your left leg and scoot it up into your hands. Raise your arms into left warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. And triangle pose. Amy Bloom says, "You are imperfect, permanently and inevitably flawed, and that makes you beautiful." Now bring it back. Downward dog, raise your right leg into the sky. And on your exhale, swing it through between your hands. Find your balance and raise your arms into right warrior 1, warrior 2, reverse warrior, and triangle pose. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. These persons have an appreciation, a sensitivity, and an understanding of life that fills them with compassion, gentleness, and a deep, loving concern. Beautiful people do not just happen, reminds us Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Now raise yourself up into chair. Stand all the way up and bring your hands down into prayer. So find your balance in your right foot. Raise your left leg and hold right tree. Marcus Aurelius, from the writings and meditations, reminds us to dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. We're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite sides. Now find your balance in your left foot and pick your right leg up into left tree. Bring your feet back down, root them in the ground, and let's close the practice out by coming into mountain pose one more time. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today. I hope that this class has helped you get in tune with what you find beautiful around you and helps you to continue to pay a little bit more attention to the blessing of this life that we lead, at least for the next week until we get together. I hope again to see you next week. Thanks again for tuning in, and I sincerely appreciate it. Have a good one.